Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. These words, written on the base of the Statue of Liberty, help remind this country of a rich history of immigration. But is it finally time to extinguish the flame from Lady Liberty's hand? Recent surveys by Gallup found roughly 700 million adults would like to migrate to another country permanently if they had a chance. The United States is the top desired destination country. For the past 6 years, I've doubled as both a waiter in the heart of our nation's capital and as a laborer for a major construction company in the DC area. While working construction, I was able to see firsthand the major role immigration played. Many of my coworkers were from El Salvador, Mexico, and Bolivia, living in the States illegally. But working side by side, one-on-one with projects, opened my eyes. It solidified the belief that we need to extend the benefits of this great country to those that work hard, like honest, true Americans. It made me wonder, what did I do to deserve more status in society? How was their blood and sweat that they poured day in and day out any different than mine? Illegal immigration has gained both negative and positive impacts on different parts of the economy. It helps wages for low-skilled workers go down, which means that Americans benefit by paying lower prices for things like restaurant meals, agricultural produce, and construction. One can't, however, ignore the downside that immigration has on society. More immigrants means more people, and if these immigrants are legal, then their money earned is going untaxed. Chances are that these people enjoy the benefits of society that are provided through taxing, so they create an economic burden on social programs. The educational system, for example, is heavily burdened by the excess of illegal immigrants. But how many people can we really save? While working as a waiter, I've had the opportunity to form cultural bonds with many of the staff that have immigrated to the U.S., both illegally and legally. One man in particular, Jiang Ling, has represented the very ideals that embody the American dream. He represents every ideal hard worker to cross into the States. He grew up in a relatively poor part of China called Fujian and was able to make his trek across the Pacific to find a steady job as a busboy. Over the years, he saved every dollar he had and eventually paid for his house, in full, in cash. He has now lived in America since 1985 and has a wife, 2 children, Q and Jenny, and continues to work the same job he's had for 25 years. Aside from the cultural benefits he has received from our country, he has become a beacon of friendship for everyone whom he works with. It sounds cliche, but he literally brings everyone together in the workplace. His sense of humor transcends any and all boundaries that may be present. Last week we were watching curling. He put a coffee pot on the ground and started sweeping in front of it, mocking the silliness of curling, and everyone laughed. From now on, we all refer to curling as coffee pot at work. We all know the status quo cannot sustain and needs to be changed in concert with the changing times. But it's important not to forget what makes this country what it is. The USA is the melting pot, and our policy should reflect this identity. It is important to instill and enforce effective immigration regulatory policies while preserving the identity of what makes the great nation that it has become. We're not about granting benefits to all in the world for our hard work, but willing to share the wealth to those that work hard to preserve the values we fight for on a daily basis.